So I grew up here in Nashville. My dad's a songwriter, my mom's a preacher. So I grew up in a really creative house. There's always guitars around. It was always inspiring. I never knew I was going to be an artist, but I always knew I was going to be creative. And so whether I was painting or drawing or sculpting, I just always had a creative energy. But sophomore year of college, I went through kind of a significant breakup, and it really kind of led to just a ton of songs coming out. And I fell in love with the craft of songwriting. I fell in love with just the lyrics and the melodies, and I felt like nobody else could tell my story like I can tell my own story. So the artist thing kind of came naturally. And, you know, I feel like it's actually been like the hardest part of being an artist for me has been like stepping out and becoming an artist. But this past few years has been fun. It's just been amazing going out on the road and traveling and just loving what I'm doing. I've done CMA Fest, I think, 5 or 6 times now. Yeah. So it's interesting, though. This is like the first CMA Fest with kind of a new EP out, new singles, new music, and it feels just like a kind of new me, even though I've not really been around that long. But it feels like, you know, the touring we've done the past couple of years is all coming together right now. And we just got off the Hunter Hayes tour. We did 26 dates with him just recently. So it's just a really cool time to be at CMA Fest for me and kind of leaning into the summer touring and fall. So I'm excited. I feel like the Patient EP is super important for me because it was the first time I kind of like really helped A&R 5 or 6 songs that collectively represented me as an artist. So I love each and every one of those songs, and they're all really fun to play live. And that's the whole point, is like they're fun to play live, and that's what I wanted to make sure. But on this past Hunter Hayes tour and this, you know, this whole year so far, a song called "I Still Do" has been my favorite. It's just because it's so fun to sing, and also it has like these soaring falsetto melodies that are my favorite thing in the world. So I love that song. So Hunter is super talented. Also, he's like, his goal every night was to make sure me and my band were set up and happy and stoked. So it just felt like we could win every night. And, you know, like on the road as an opener, 90% of the time, you're not really set up to win. But Hunter made sure that we were set up to win. And it was just really, really, it was just a great experience. It was a great learning experience. It was a great, just active experience of gaining fans and being out there in front of people. We got festivals this summer. We're doing like Lake Shake. We're doing Boots and Hearts, Faster Horses, and a bunch of others. But I actually get to open up for my idol, Keith Urban, on August 18th in Atlantic City. So I'm really excited about that. We got dates with Tim McGraw and Lady A and Chase Rice and a few others too. So it's gonna be amazing. I feel like I'm step one right now. I feel like I'm actually an independent artist. I'm not signed to anybody, and I feel like what that makes me feel like is I'm not on like one of those steep inclines or steep declines, and I'm just taking step by step, and it's just a blessing. It's a blessing to like have stuff in my control, but also to just be working and in the grind and in the middle of it. And I kind of think of it as like, you don't ever want to watch a movie where the story is the guy is just like on top. You want to see like the grind and the fight between it, and I feel like that's what I'm in right now, and it's fun. I'm just really blessed to, like, I knew from the second I started, like, the biggest thing I want to do is surround myself with good people, and that's what I feel like we've been able to do independently, and it's just kind of like setting the foundation for a really fun career. I hope so.